Right, so that's back over the, climbed over the gate there on the side of it, jumped down through those nettles, and now I'm going to go back up the ramp and cross back over the Farmers Access Bridge. See, the actual ruins of the castle could be just in this bit as well. So we're here. Because like I say, the bits of walls that you've seen was in a bit of a clearing. And if you go down there, it might be just there where you meet the burn further down to the right there. I'm just trying to look down through the trees and the overgrow. See if I can see anything. I can't. Right, but never mind, that's answered that question. So I've got to go all the way back up there now and cross over that bridge at the top of the ramp. Coppers galore going along here. Coppers have pulled in off the motorway here for a quick break. So let's get the registrations on camera. I wouldn't have been caught to me, like, gone along the road. But that's a public footpath just there behind the second one. But the police van, FG, Foxtrot Golf 73, Delta Victory Kilo. Right, back over the bridge, back down the ramp, then start heading back towards Ovingham on my way back home. Well, on my way back to the car. And if you're on the other side of the motorway, come this way, that's the ramp that you take over there to come up here to get to the farm. Now I would imagine if you went that way towards the farmhouse, along the road, access road, there'll be pathways continuing straight over. If you went along the road, and then there might be a little pathway leading away from it. Right, back round here and through the single gate. So you can see smoke coming out the chimney of the house. But once again, ask the question, why couldn't they have just had a gate like this on the other side instead of having a big gate padlocked off? It's because they don't want public access going along there. Right, my first battery's just gone as I've started down the ramp here. So I've stopped dead. I've just put a new battery in. So that'll show you how long you get recording with one battery. I've come all the way along here from the car, went down there through the woods there on the second side, and I've come round and started going back, and my first battery's just gone off. And that's because I'm recording in 1080p instead of 4K. So I'll be able to record the whole journey going back as well. Like I say, that's good news for batteries wise, But when you put it up on your YouTube and they drop it down to 360, it pisses you off. Right, so like I say, if you wanted to cross over the aqueduct and start going back along the pathways on the other side, which can get extremely muddy and shitty, you go down here and follow this wooden fence down to the bottom. Then you go through the gap and then just go over the top of the aqueduct and then drop through the gap in the fence on the other side as well. But I don't know if I'm in the mood for scrambling through mud and clambering up steep banks and stuff like that. And you've got to step over a little brook as well, so far along. So I don't know if I'm ready for that. And then the pathway on the other side can get quite clotty. It's this wide, but it can get clotty all the way down like that. To hell with it. What I'll do is I'll go back along here and then drop down the wooden steps and then just go back the way I came, so I'm close to the water still. Follow the burn all the way along as usual. I mean, because I've gotten this way already, so I know that that boardwalk's there to make it easy to get past that awkward bit. Right, so back along here, down and up the dip in the pathway, and just continue straight along until I get the wooden steps and go down again to the right. So I would imagine people actually scramble down there now to go and see those white water drops in the burn down there at the bottom. Now the deer normally come get a drink out the burn and come bursting up here out the way. I would imagine that they built up the road here and other places along there for when heavy vehicles were coming along here after chopping so many trees down, and to cut them off, they'll be coming along this bit of a dirt track. So they've had to strengthen it for to take the weight of the heavy forestry commission trucks. Right, so I always point out this big huge boulder on the side of the road. So basically I've got to get Bear on his leader before I get past that, because you're getting too close to the road for him to run ahead and maybe go stupidly onto the road. Because obviously dogs don't know the danger, they just wander out in the road. Right, so I can see the burn back down there now, on the right. You can see bits of trickles going past there now. Right, so I'm just going to go down and follow the burn right back along to Ovington. Then climb over the wall again to the back of the church. Then go around the lane, cross over, go behind the houses and get in my car and start driving back home. So once again you pass all these bits of cliffs. It's there, cliffs there, cliffs here, then more further along. You see loads of white froth where it's been spinning in the water and gathering up just where those white water rapids are down there. Right, so there's two falls back there, 2 or 3, and then you've got these 2 here. So if you cross over the top of the aqueduct and you start going across that way, I mean you're quite high up on the path, but you could make your way down and get close to the burn just there again, and you see all these white water rapids, drop downs. Right, so back down and back up the other side, and then drop down right down the steps. So far so good and all with these new woolen socks I bought, the high leg ones. They seem comfortable enough and I haven't got any pressure off the seams pushed against my toe cap in the boot. So that's good news. But what happens is when you're walking, the heel rubs against the back of your boot and eventually you get holes in the back of your socks. That's what happened to my last woolen socks I had. I'm just going to put them in my car and use them as gloves when it starts getting really, really cold, because I can't open up my fingers properly to get a set of gloves on, but I can pull a sock over my hand to keep my hands warm in extreme temperatures. Yeah, I can just pull the sock off to press buttons on my cameras and adjust them and put them upright. Right, this is a steep bank getting up this bugger. Right, push up and push up and push up. I'm glad to get out as well because back for those 3 days of heavy rain and cold temperatures, I pretty much stayed in. So it's nice to get back out in the fresh air and come out to the countryside. Right, so that's up the top of the S-bend. Now I've just got to look for the right turn to go down the wooden steps, which is easier this time because I use my right hand so I can keep a hold of the railings going down and step down. It looks like that's been an old track going there, along there, and to drop down. But it's all cliffside along here, look. Right along. Or quite a stretch of it. So it's turned out quite a nice day actually. There's just a tiny little bit of a breeze. The sun has tried to get out. The wet stuff has disappeared. So we've just got nice fluffy white clouds and blue skies above for a change. I haven't seen any, the aeroplanes kind of cross dropping you know what. I'll not say the word on camera. Oh, that sounds like a shotgun. Yep. Farmers over there must be shooting. Oh, it is. It's run about this time of year that they do shoot. November, because I remember going to Linnup Spout up there in Wooler. Come back along the track November the 5th. And all you heard was bang, 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 and the whistles and the dogs running to chase the birds up so they can shoot them. Those brave men in their barber jackets and flat caps shooting birds, defenceless birds. Big brave men. For sport, shooting birds. God's nature for sport. Not to eat and survive, just sport. That's why I disagree with it. Whenever I see them shooting, I'll go up to them and call them worse than shit. Freemason bastards. Got no time for them. I'm glad when you see the memes and thinking on Facebook when they show you the hunt saboteurs at work, stopping these fuckers riding about on the horses and sending the hounds after foxes so they can watch it rip it to bits so there's blood and guts all out. That's what gets them off. So that evil people, got no time for them. Anybody who enjoys that is the sick. Watching 25 to 50 hounds rip a fox to pieces and blood and guts going all over. To get enjoyment from that, you're sick, as far as I'm concerned.